好啦，So，嗯okay. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, so 8點鐘啦. Hi everyone. It is Tuesday, August 17, and yes, it is our open house boot camp. Yay! And plus the free lesson. I haven't done lesson in a long time, and it's really nice to be back on YouTube. So I'm very excited. I want to show everyone what we have in store. So actually, I should probably click this open probably. Okay. Okay. So if we go to the next slide, and those of you who don't know who I am, I go by Banana on the SCT Subtle Cantonese Trades Discord, but people there call me teacher because it's just easier for my role, because then that's what I did. I hosted Cantonese lessons. And this all started in one fateful day in April 2020, and that is because pandemic happened, and I usually teach Cantonese on the side, but because I can't see my students in person and I was bored, so I decided to just, try this Discord thing out. I don't really know how to use Discord, but in the end, I found out that a lot of people wanted to learn Cantonese, and just one fun class. I was just gonna be a one-off thing, turned into week after week after week. And from April to August 2020, I hosted Subtle Cantonese University weekly, actually 4 classes a week of Cantonese lessons, where we did reading, writing, beginner Cantonese, and then a little bit more advanced stuff. So I would say intermediate as well. Beginner number 2. So we did get quite far. And while that was going on, we also did special vocab seminars. If you guys look at like the playlist, that's just a small chunk. We did have a bunch more, but some of them weren't captured on our playlist because we did mostly on Subtle Cantonese Trades Discord live stream instead. But some of them that are really notable is the Black Lives Matter one and the COVID-19, where we unpacked a lot of difficult vocabulary in Cantonese that we would want to say to our loved ones during those trying times. Stop Asian Hate was another one that happened more recently. And we also do a lot of fun stuff too. We did Among Us, a huge hit game, and of course Genshin Impact as well. Very popular games. And we couldn't not let that chance to teach everyone Cantonese go. So we hope that you guys had fun during those times as well. My favorite is the Cantonese idiom special vocab seminar, because I find teaching idioms always the best part of teaching Cantonese. It's such a vibrant language, right? Now, something else that is also very notable, if you guys look to the little red box, is the Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year charity gala that we hosted on February 20th. So we raised over 2,400 USD for Chinatowns across North America and supported a lot of great causes, as well as spotlighting our virtual Cantonese community by getting a lot of sponsors from small businesses and designers, and also a lot of great performers, also notable one, Peeleaf, Victor, we had Jade, and we also had we also had a dancer too, blanking on her name, but we will link her back in there. But it was a great live stream. Anyone wants to go back and see how we played games and everything during that performance, go ahead. It's a little bit late, but then there's a lot of Chinese New Year vibes to it. But where does this lead to us today? Today we've taken some time to put together a boot camp. We've put together an original curriculum to really help beginners really learn the language for once and for all. So a lot of people have approached me over the last year as an online teacher who has helped them so much, or at least provided a lot of encouragement that they could learn Cantonese. But I felt that it wasn't enough. I felt that if everyone wants to really make progress in Cantonese, and the Cantonese resources online haven't been great compared to other languages, Japanese, Korean, Mandarin, English. A lot of other languages have a lot more resources, and the bootcamp is my contribution to helping the Cantonese learning community create something much more usable and much more friendly. So I'll tell you a little bit more about the bootcamp. You can hop over to the next slide, and it's very cutely designed. Our logo for the bootcamp, we got a designer recently as well. So it's an 8-week Cantonese crash course, and it functions like a bootcamp. We are really looking for people who want to give their all, focus learn as much Cantonese as they possibly can in 8 weeks. And like usual, I honestly crammed more information in my slides, in my lesson, than required. And I always say this to my students, anyone that comes across me, the faster you learn, the more I teach. So something that I guess that would help everyone is, I want to say, fun and games. And we can pick and gather. I know that it's not very popular and it's not very well known, because I didn't know about it until one of the TAs on the team told me about it, and I really didn't know what it was. But I'm taking the leap of faith because I really believe that this classroom platform is fun and engaging enough to really make everyone's learning experience more effortless, much more effortless in this virtual world. We've had so many Zoom meetings in the last year, Zoom classes in the last year, and even just in SCT Discord, where everyone's been listening to only my voice and everyone's only participating with their voice only, and everyone's made great progress. Like, I have so much hope in what this platform can do to it, like, you know, the classes that I've prepared. So let's look at the next slide. And for the bootcamp, we can look at a little bit of the nitty-gritty details. It's very straightforward. We're just going to do Tuesday night, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. We start on Tuesday, September 14th. November 2nd is the last class. It's going to be at the SCL Gathertown, and we'll show you in a moment what it looks like. You scan the QR code right there if you want to sign up. It takes you to the Eventbrite where you can sign up. And just to give everyone a little background, that there actually is going to be an extra 2 lessons if everyone feels like Cantonese is very hard, pronunciation is very hard, I've always wanted to set my pronunciation straight, or I don't know how to pronounce anything in Cantonese. Then I've also created a set of booster lessons where we go over, today's the first one. The free lesson is like the first booster. We go over the Cantonese tones, we learn how to count, and then next week we go over how to do Cantonese vowels and consonants, and then so that goes on for 2 weeks, and then we start the bootcamp officially on September 14th. So I played it out to be as effortless as possible and also to be as well-rounded as possible. All you need to do is just bring an empty cup, and I hope to fill that cup up with Cantonese. So some of the lesson topics in the actual bootcamp, we can go over to the next slide and just next, please. Oh yeah, I forgot that there's a delay. Haha. Okay, so there is pronunciation to start off in the first week, and then we go to simple statements. We're going to learn a little bit of, like, you know, word order and whatnot. In the second week, we start looking at a little bit more complicated word structure, a little bit of reordering. So we're going to learn how to negate things and ask questions. And we're just going to build our basics at that point. In week 3, we're going to learn, pack on our vocabulary. So learn adjectives, learn opposites. And I always believe in learning things in twos at once, just like Franklin the Turtle. You can count by twos and tie his shoes. I apply the same thing to my teaching method. Learn things in twos, in pairs, and it helps you remember a lot more. The week after that, after we warm up with a lot of vocabulary for adjectives, we learn how to do attribution and possessive and to describe things a little bit more in detail with nouns. And then we look at nouns in a different way, in a very Cantonese way, which is how we count and how we classify. And we really learn how to up our Cantonese in week 5 from what we've learned before, because I'm sure everyone's memorized, you know, our dim sum names and a lot of like objects around the house, but how are we really putting that properly into our sentences? That is with the noun classifiers, the measure words, and how we're counting them properly. So in week 6, I go over location and action verbs and how to really build that sentence to put your self-expression in short sentences. So this is where it becomes more fluid in a conversation to answer back the questions that you understand, but you don't know how to answer in Chinese very well. Number 7, a little bit more self-expression. We're going to talk about hobbies and talk about things we like and verb tenses. And in week 8, we're going to round it out. We're going to do a little bit of advanced counting, how to talk about math in a little bit more Cantonese way, and some payment transactions. So it's a little bit different than the course that you might normally see. Depending on what class of students I get, I will add or subtract to this outline. So this is a very basic outline that I put together. The class lesson material is already there, but depending on how quickly or how interested people are in certain topics, I might, get a little detour. So for the advanced counting and payment transactions, that's the last class. And I prepared something very similar to today's lesson, which is also about numbers and pronunciation. But for that one, a lot of people don't find Cantonese resources on the internet very helpful because it seems very advanced, or we're only learning different types of slang words. As a beginner, we don't know when to use it. Are we using it right? Are we using it wrong? So instead of going in that conversation direction, we're going to just stick to some basics and just help everyone at least get one aspect of conversation down. And that is answering questions a little bit better, expressing yourself a little bit better, and doing simple transactions, the story. So we can just pay attention to numbers in particular, because even though it's very preliminary and a lot of courses don't start with numbers, I personally find having a language learner start from numbers is the most helpful because it helps you drop into more advanced conversations like listening to the news by just at least understanding what numbers are being thrown around you, even though some of the words are very deep. But if you hear 999, you know that is for sure 100% 999, the degree of comfortness. So that is what I have to say about the lesson topics. Let me show you what Gather is like. Let's go to the next slide. So the next slide is a small screenshot. This is the entry of Gathertown. So that's Simwa. That's me. All in red. So it matches my outfit in my logo. Red is one of my favorite colors. The next one is yellow, if you needed to know. 홍색,黃色, okay? So enter through the door, you'll pop up, and we designed, actually one of my team, Burb designed this space. It's really cute. It's supposed to be like a Chinese restaurant, and I've always wanted to have a Chinese restaurant, specifically a cha chan tang, because I love cha chan tang. But this one's more on like the hoi xin zhao guide, like, classic seafood Chinese restaurant. So we have a lot of games embedded here, and a few of them are actually in this waiting area. If you click on the little, you can't click here, but when you guys get into the Gather, you guys can see. If you guys go over, you guys can find for yourself, there's a lot of little Easter egg games that we've hidden. There's also a whiteboard and also a bulletin board and stuff like that. And there's also some music that is hidden in there. You guys can find it all for yourselves. If you jump to the next slide, I'll show you the actual lesson space. And then the lesson space, so there's a couple tables. The class size is capped to 20 because that is the maximum that is on Gather for free. So we are capped at 20, but 20 is plenty, whether we have class or not. So it takes, I think, 3 people to start a class this term. So we'll see where it goes. All things are open. Just hope to get enough cool cats to start a class. So everyone has, how this works is that when you have an avatar and you walk closer to another person, then you can talk to them. If you walk farther away, then you can't hear them anymore. Obviously, if I stand in the center and I'm spotlighted to everyone, then everyone can hear me. But if you want to talk to me, you have to raise your hand. And to raise your hand, you can hit 6. Oh, I'm starting to see questions in the live chat. Give me a moment. 2 more slides and then I'll have question time, okay? I see you though. I see you. Okay, so, and then we hit our, if you see those little, we call it ping pong, blanking out on a word, wall dividers. So those are private spaces in like the big table, so that everyone in that big table can all sit and hear each other. And if you see the little circles, that means that they're part of like that private space as well. And if there's a wall divider, that means that people outside can't hear you. So it's really similar. It really emulates an actual offline space. So I really believe in this. I think this is super cute. And if you like the Chinese restaurant, you guys gotta get inside later. So this is Gather. There's a lot to play. And when we have the game time after our bootcamp lesson, then you guys can take a look for yourself. Don't run around during the lesson part though, okay, guys? Stay tuned. Stay tuned for the game part at the end of the lesson. Okay, so just to give you guys a few details and a water break. So our bootcamp is currently priced at, go to the next slide. Ding, 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 next slide, highlight. So our bootcamp is currently priced at $288 USD for the early bird package for bootcamp. If you want to add on the booster, it's still $40 for the 2 lessons, because then technically it's 3, but then today's is free, and then so there's 2 extra ones next week and the week after. You add it all together, it's $328. Our regular pricing is $299, and the booster is $50 for regular pricing, so $349 in total. So I know that it says August 17th, but just as a download. And just to thank everyone for coming to the open house. We do have a discount code extending the package if you guys want to buy it. There is a discount code for our Eventbrite, and it is FIDILA. So all you guys have to do is just punch it in, and then the discount code will bring you back to the early bird package pricing. So you have until August 19th to do it. I think otherwise I'll switch back to the regular pricing after today. If there's any issues with the site, I know that Eventbrite is really easy to use, but sometimes a bit of a bully. Email us. We are at hello@subtlecantoneselearning.com. So you can just shoot us a question there. So that is all I have for my informational thing for the open house. Pretty quick, right? I don't want to take up so much free lesson time. Now, let's on to the questions. So someone has asked, I have a question. If I speak Cantonese with a poor accent and grammar, but have intermediate vocab and can understand lots of daily language, would this bootcamp suit me well? Great question. We actually have a really cute flow chart that we are going to post. So the way how I designed this bootcamp is based on if you can you form sentences? Are you able to form simple sentence, and are you comfortable with telling people who you are and answering questions back in Cantonese the way that they were asked you? If you can, then, and if you can say, if you're fluent in self-expression, but you cannot read and you want to use this as like a bonus, like, reading and writing class, that's also possible. But this is more for people who have trouble putting complex sentences beyond the subject verb object, like OC. And if you want to say more complicated things like, with no negative questions, or if you don't know how to use, let me actually bring up the, what am I call it? Syllabus. That's right. That's the word, syllabus. Highlight. So we do cover self-introduction, and we cover a lot of adjectives and talking about your day. So it depends on how intermediate your vocab is, because that is a little bit of like a gray adjective to describe your language level. But you know what you can do? Just shoot me an email. Happy to like set aside some time. If you are on the SCT Discord, I'm always around, even though I'm technically offline all the time, but I'm secretly always around. Just ping me, and then I would happy to talk to you and just actually give you a great sense of if you're suitable or not. Okay? Due to pronunciation struggles, what you can do is also, you can go to the booster. Do you know how to do Yuping? Because then I don't focus on teaching purely Yuping, but then I help everyone in the booster classes with how to pronounce things properly and how to get the tones right when you pronounce things. So like you find your pitch with Cantonese, the relative stuff. And you guys, I'll know that a lot of people, when they're talking in a sentence, and then it flies a little bit all over the place because of all the words surrounding it, and it throws you off. So I'm here to kind of also adjust for that as well. Do you know how to say that, like things that you like hobbies, and talk about time and like how to get back and forth and stuff like that. So that's part of a little bit familiar, and you don't, well, you know what? Sign up for the boot camp. I think you might be able to benefit from it. Don't think I've mastered Yuping. It's okay. We're starting in a week from now, so you can be a master of Yuping very soon. Okay. Any other questions? Thank you so much, Alan. Keep them coming. Mo sa question. Okay. Boy, I'll go over it. So FAQ啦. Crystal, I am a complete beginner. Zero experience, Crystal? A complete beginner. We do start from, so if you take the booster, we start from pronunciation tones and all the consonants and vowels in the first 3 classes. So starting from today, you'll learn Cantonese tones. And if you, in the first week, we'll start going over how to structure sentences. So this bootcamp is structured for people who are ready to really learn and are at least open to learning Cantonese, because I know that a lot of people think Cantonese is hard, and then it does create a bit of a gap in between like the effort and aspiration. But I'm here to close the gap. So if you're willing to put in the effort, even though you're a complete beginner, I would be very happy to work with you. I'm very proud learning Spanish for your patience. Very, very yausam, very, very kind to your patients to learn Spanish. Now, okay, any other questions? No? Okay. Did everyone, okay, let me ask you guys some questions. So everyone who's watching right now, how did you guys hear about my event? Tell me what works. Do I have to buy more ads? Is this what I should be doing? Is this word of mouth? Or did did everyone fill out the form when you guys signed up for this? Facebook ads? SCT Facebook ad? All right, folks. Do it today. Haha. Reddit. Oh, Reddit is working. Yay. Discord/Reddit. Ooh, okay. Also cool. There'd be 2 Kyles. But you saw the post on Facebook. Facebook is hard. Facebook is a very Facebook is it's very hard to find out who's actually on Facebook and stuff like that, because I posted to so many groups, but I threw as many groups as possible. So also low key about ads too, because I wasn't sure, and there was Facebook credit for ads. I might as well use it. I use $10 for now. If anyone has any way to like get the word out there, shoot us an email, because then we're very new to this marketing. I didn't realize that I was I was like, I don't want to say aggressive, but I was definitely inexperienced in posting and like, the whole marketing scheme of this. But we're only aggressive because we are very eager for you guys to learn. Okay, I promise. So we're just very excited. We've put a lot of work into this. My whole team has been like doing back-to-back meetings on this like every week just to get all this put together. So I really hope that everyone will benefit from this and find our classes fun, because then I also love playing games with everyone. So, second question. Is there anything that is, I hear my William. I hear my echo. Is there anything that is stopping you guys from signing up immediately? No hard feelings. It's okay. Just tell me, because then we're really new to this. So we just want to have more information. It's okay to break our heart. It's okay. Ah, thanks, Crystal. Is it? I saw a lot of people with time zones difference in the European area, and I just wanted to know if there's anyone in like the UK slash. I think there was also someone in Germany as well in the UK, Europe time zone here. Gracie, it's your schedule. The price is understandable. I know it's not like super friendly, but just to help you learn, we also have Cantonese special vocab seminars that it's all intermediate and it's all just focused vocabulary in those topics. So if you have like if you want free material, like soak it up. Like I know that it's very specific stuff and very intermediate stuff, but we do also try a lot to host a lot of community events. Our special vocab seminar is currently on pause, but it will probably resume soon, depending on how the fall goes with this. But watch our Cantonese idiom; it's really fun. But yeah, if you have time in your schedule, that is up to you. But I do hope you have the time and cash. Buy this. I'll extend the bootcamp early bird just for you, okay, Gracie? Anytime you're interested, early bird pricing for you, Gracie. Okay, so let's see. Wanted to chat the first class before committing fully. Okay, I will make you commit, Kyle. Okay, so wondering if the teaching style works for you. Me, other Kyle. Okay, so the teaching style that I do is, so for bootcamp, there is going to be a lot of memorization that I think is only to help you to get you to the most basic functional to understand the next class material. So it's taught a little bit kind of like in flipped classroom style. So if you study and prepare the week before, then the next class and the stuff will be easier and we'll be teaching more of the next class and stuff like that would be reviewed, and then we can play more games. A lot of the concepts that we do. So the way how I teach, teaching style wise, is I like to teach my grammar like Lego, everything chopped up into blocks, into chunks. And then everyone does a lot of example creation with those grammar, because then this is a little bit more grammar focused compared to vocabulary focused. If you were to compare it to others, other material out there, I know that a lot of other Cantonese beginner material just put a lot of vocab list out there. This one's a little bit different. I've worked it to be grammar first and then vocab. So I also created the Gather space because I like games. My goal in life is to locate become German. If you guys watch Super Trio, the game show in Hong Kong that I grew up with. So I like playing games, and Gather is set up just for that. So we can play games at the end of class to help everyone understand material and review, and also like discussion. So if we hit up to actually 20 people, then I aim to have small group discussions within everyone to help everyone practice, making Chinese sentences and, using the vocabulary that they learned in class as well. But obviously, there are going to be a few things that are dependent on like what kind of class of students I get, because it depends on size, depends on people, depends on the level. I do adjust quite a bit, so it is a little bit Meiji, so a little bit unknown. Okay, next question. Oh, also teaching style question. Chinese school when I was in grade school, but because my parents don't speak Chinese at home, I struggled hard in the later grades, so I just stopped. I totally understand, because then I work a lot with kids who don't have Chinese speaking parents or families that speak Chinese at home because they might be half Chinese. So what I do is, that's why I play games. And I think something that is really helpful is that I always start, for lack of a better word, dropping a lot of Cantonese culture and media recommendations inside my class, and it's all part of the immersion. I strongly, strongly believe immersion. I know that travel isn't possible. There's no way we could, just airdrop ourselves in Asia right now to learn a language. But I know that with immersion, it will help boost your comfort level and fluency in those short weeks of the bootcamp. So if you really want to pick up and really see progress, strongly encourage you to also immerse yourself in a media that works with you. And I do this with a lot of my students, is find out what media that works for them into picking it up. Like I have students that we do comics together, and I do a lot of Cantonese storytelling with my younger students. And for my older students, like some of them like web novels, podcasts, there's a lot. I really do try with them. But with this group class, I can also introduce a lot of different media that people might be interested in as well. Beyond the Stephen Chow and TVB that everyone always says, because I toot that horn too. So I know that there's a lot more out there that would really help people a lot more based on them. Okay, so schedule. Debating if it's worth a private tutor where it's more flexible for you individually. Up to you. The bootcamp is structured to be as effective and as efficient as possible. Poof, poof, poof. So I also do private tutor, to be honest, Heidi. Like if you need private tutor lessons, like I am also up for hire. The pricing is a little bit more than the bootcamp, because in the bootcamp, if you do the math, it really comes down to about like 20-ish, not even 25 an hour USD. So I think including the back end admin processing fee, because PayPal is really expensive, like it's honestly like $20-ish for an hour, and classes are an hour and a half long. So up to you about the pricing, whichever that works. I'm okay. If you want to talk to me about private tutor, I'll shoot me an email. I'm happy to chat as well. Same up price. I want to confirm the lessons will work for my learning style. Okay, welcome to the booster. Try it out. Go for it. And Gracie, complete beginner. That's okay. That's okay, Gracie. That's why I'm here. And Alan, I would like to make sure. I would like to learn this amount based on the price. Well, I can let you know that I packed too much into the booster, and too much into the bootcamp. So we'll see. We'll see. The faster you learn, the more I teach. I always say this. And Kyle, again, yes. Same background as Chris. Awesome. Okay. Any more questions? Any more questions to blow? Otherwise, we can head over to the booster. Shall we? Okay. I remember that there's a lag, but I always forget. I'm just gonna give you guys 30 seconds in case you guys are slow typers. Do you provide any extra opportunities to practice outside of class? Are your materials printable as well? I'm mainly a visual and writing type of learner. So we do have, oh yeah, that's really cool. Keep the questions coming. So we do have SCT Discord, which is not officially affiliated with the Subtle Cantonese Learning, but because they are where we grew up. So there's a lot of Cantonese learners who practice there. I sometimes drop in. I haven't dropped in a while, to be honest, because then I've been really busy. But then a lot of students are there as well. From like my past students are there as well. And then they do a lot of practicing. The gather space, why we chose it is because then people are also welcome to be in the gather space to practice with each other and like also play games as well with those mini games and hang out on that gather platform. Obviously it's unsupervised, right? So use it to whatever your own will. But there's two spaces technically that we're offering. Officially, the Gather one. Unofficially, we're volunteering Subtle Cantonese Traits Discord. So the sign up is, I think, somewhere on our website. But if not, we can drop it in a second in the live chat. Okay, if you want to join the SCT Discord, the fam there is really nice. We have a huge Discord. I think they're at like 4K people now. But then the core group of Cantonese, practice people you see them quite a bit, and some of them are actually here tonight. So those who are here tonight and usually practice on the SCT Discord, thank you. I see you guys. 得閒傾偈, okay? Say hi, okay? 因為好多人想同你練中文。And materials printable as well. So we do have copying sheets. So if you want copying sheets for the vocab, like that is totally totally doable. And we do have printable stuff. We do function by slides. So, and we also have homework. So it's printable. But then if you're asking for like, are you asking for like printable flashcards? Because then if anything, we're planning to make like Quizlet flashcards. I'm not sure how printable you wanted them, but it's because Quizlet are easier to make. You can just feed an Excel document up there. But I am a visual and writing type of learner too. That's what I really like Chinese school worksheets. Just so much zen in copying Chinese words out, you know? So I feel you, Jen. Okay, Alan. Okay, another question. What level of Cantonese speaking should I expect to get after finishing? So when you finish the course, so based on what you already have before, I expect people to be more comfortable in making mistakes, because on Miss Frizzle says, get messy when you learn. And the other part is people should be able to express themselves and talk about things that, you know, they like doing and making payment transactions. So those are the main things that like you'll definitely be able to take away, aside from like, you know, simple self-introduction. If you have any like particular like, I guess, interest in, you know, speaking about, you know, a certain topic, I highly recommend seeing if any of the special vocab seminars would be helpful for you into learning a lot of like that more advanced vocabulary to really fluff your at least listening up and listening comprehension up. So check out our playlist, okay? Each lesson is about an hour long. So, but we chaptered it up so it's easy to fly by things you need and don't need. And we also put up like the slideshow, like the slide deck on our website. So learning material is 100% there all the time. You just gotta click. Okay, Alan? Okay. Can we hold any other questions till the end of the question at B? Yes. Someone wants to learn. That moment. So we have we do have a question section at the end. Okay, so let's start the lesson. Okay, so okay, next slide, booster slide. Okay, let's start. Okay, so the first thing off is the Cantonese syllable. So this is based very simply on Yuping, am I? So the Cantonese syllable consists of 3 parts: initials, rhymes, and tones. So the tones is what everyone scares you about. Cantonese has 9 tones. It's so hard. Mandarin only has 4. And we're here to unpack a little bit of those myths. You take it easy. Cantonese isn't that hard, right? So initials is it's like the consonant in alphabet. Okay, so here we have 早晨, good morning. So 早 starts with, sounds like a Z. To me, it sounds like, you know, a Z and a JH, like sliced diagonal in half. And sun is S. So the rhyme part is the center part, like the vowel part. It's one mo. Initials is sing mo. Rhymes is 1 mo. So it's the OU, and for sun, it's the AN, the ending. So tones is the 2 and the 4. So 周 is tone 2 and sun is tone 4. Sun is a lower one. So it's just to introduce this concept to you. And let's get some practicing in. And I know that everyone is behind the screen. I can't hear you. So, but just repeat after me, okay? And really hear the pitch. I'll say each one twice. Listen the first time and then repeat after me the second time, okay? So next slide, please. Ding, ding. Next slide. 我成日睇個 lag 好慢啊。OK 啦。OK， 其實我都睇緊嗰個 live chat 啊嘛。OK, so first tone. C. C. Right? 好高音, very high pitch. C, very high pitch. Second tone. C. C. Third tone. C. C. Very flat. Tone 4. C. C. very low. Just let that plummet, just drop it. And each time I do this, like my voice cracks a little bit too when I just do it on this go. Oh, I should be watching the Discord. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. I keep on forgetting which one to look at. Okay, sorry. Okay, so tone 5 is C. C. Let it float up a little bit at the end. And number 6, C. C. Okay. So 7, 8, 9, tone 7, 8, 9 is technically irrelevant to like what pitch things are at, because then it just includes what ending. So 7 is sick with a K, right? Sick. And your ending. There's an ending, and then it's tone 1. 8 is technically tone 3, and it's se. Okay, you hear the K at the end, a little light. And then number 9 is technically tone 6, and it's sick, a little lower, right? So, but sometimes it's really hard to place, and I really like showing people the next slide because then it's a chart. I find it very easy to visually place what Cantonese actually is, like the tones actually is. So look at the next slide, and then you'll see all the little color-coded squiggles. So the first one again, tone 1, C, and you really hear it at the highest pitch, and it drops because you let go a little bit. You don't hold it. C, you just let it go at the end. That's why it drops a little bit. Number 2, you start low and you rise up, and then it also has a little roller coaster. C, okay. C, like C, because then it means history. C means history. Number 3, easy, just flat. C, and note that it's the longest tone out of all. C, because if you look at the bottom line, it's actually by time, by seconds, so 0.5 seconds, and you can see it's long. And then the other axis is the relative pitch. So number 4, C. And you see that it was always on the bottom, just from low to even lower. C. Just let that drop. C. Number 5 is tough. C, because then it drops a little bit but rises. Very subtle. C, 2C, supermarket. 2C. And number 6, C. C. That's is. That's like haizi, like all C, low C, I am teacher. C or lai C for red pocket. Okay, so let's practice again, but with a different word set this time. So if we go to the next slide, Fu. So that's number 1, fu. Number 2, fu. Fu. Number 3, fu. Fu. Number 4, fu. Fu. Number 5, fu. Fu. Number 6, fu. Fu. I don't know if anyone's been doing it like me, but I know you guys can't see me, but my hand moves with every single tone that I draw. And I make the line with my hand each tone that I say. And I find that really helps me play that vocal gymnastics with the tones, especially if starting out. So just as the background, very quickly, fu, as in number 1 is fu, which means couple, because fu means man. Number 2 is lo fu, tiger. Number 3 is pair, or it can also mean the word vice as well, like vice president. Yeah, fu an gang, 1 pair of glasses. Support, fu. So like fu sao, like the support railing, fu sao. The woman in married couple, fu or fu lo, woman. Father, fu, like fu chan ji fai lo, happy Father's Day. So these are all words that you guys might hear before, right? Okay, let's go to the next slide. Good job, everyone. How many of you guys actually said that with me in the last 2 slides, last 3 slides? It's okay. Go back to this live. It's live stream. It's recorded. Use this as much as you want. Practice, 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 and it will make perfect. Because this is a boot camp. Thank you, Dean. Yeah. Okay. So next slide. So this slide is just to help everyone with endings. Because then, like I said in 7, 8, 9 ago, there's a K, right? It's tough. So another word to practice off of, and this one is the FAN one, or FA. So fun. Listen first time, and then second time repeat after me, okay? Fun. And the second one, fun. Fun. Noodles, fun. Third one, fun. Fun. Fourth one, fun. Fun. You guys already guessed it. You just go straight down, right? Okay, number 5. Fun. Fun. Highlight. Number 6. Fun. Fun. Okay, now we're going to practice 7, 8, 9. So 7 is fun. Fun. 8 is fat. Fat. Number 9 is fun. Fun. Easy, right? A lot of practice. Practice all by sandal side. My voice is cracking. This is how long I haven't taught. My voice is starting to crack, right? Okay. Also, because I had pizza. Holy hell. It's like pizza. You can tell. Okay, so now that we're done with tones, let's do a little bit of numbers. So the numbers that we're going to do is, I know that we have some beginners. Those of you who already know your numbers, sit tight. We'll talk about the bigger stuff very soon. So numbers is, next slide, please. Ding, ding, ding. That's right. We are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do that a little bit slower. 1 is 1. 1. 2 is 2. 2. 3 is 3. 3. 4 is 4. 5 is 6 is 6. 7 is 7. 8 is 8. 9 is 9. 10 is 10. So the number song is very easy. It's very easy to help everyone. So what you're going to do is just listen to me first, and then we'll say it slow again the second time, okay? 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can say it as fast or as slow as you like. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very helpful, right, everyone? So let's say it very slowly in Chinese. And I want you guys to say it with me, especially those who have never heard it before, okay? So let's start. Yep. Yep. 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 九十。大家鼓掌 everyone applaud yay woo okay so that was your first Cantonese song for I'm sure many of you guys right aside from happy birthday 係咪 so okay 1 2 3 3 2 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 2 3 4 4 3 2 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 so repeat this rinse repeat keep practicing the song you guys will catch on to the numbers very quickly and I expect you guys will be brainwashed with the song very soon. So yeah, just listen back to the replay, sing this in the shower. You'll learn this within a day. Okay. So let's look at the next slide and let's go back to our tones for a little bit because these tones have a very handy way of being, I guess, a little key or a little clue in a number set. So when we say 九聲六調咧, so 9 tones, 6 pitches, we can actually use 9 numbers to represent that. So 3 9 4 0 5 2 7 8 6 3 9 4 0 5 2 7 8 6 and it has all the tones from 1 to 9 in the correct order through this number set. So all you have to remember is this number set and you guys will memorize the tones and you can use it to practice at any time for relativeness, right? So don't forget, tone 1 and 7 is the same, tone 3 and 8 is the same, and tone 6 and 9 is the same pitch, okay? So say slowly. 3 is 3, 9 is 9, 4 is say 0. Haven't learned 0 yet, right? 0 is 0, 5 is 2 is 7, 7 is 8 is 8, and 6 is 6. And those are your tones 1 to 9. Easy peasy, 係咪? So if you guys got this concept down, and I'll jump a little bit more to a little bit more counting. If you guys have any questions, feel free to just drop in the live chat, okay, guys? And then I'll answer at the end of each slide. Okay, so next tone. I'm sorry, next slide. Sorry. Are we on the next slide? Yes, next slide, please. 冇錯啦. Okay, so learn. So we just learned what 2 is. But 2 is something that we don't always use in Chinese because we have a counting number for 2 of something, which is 兩. So whenever there is 2 of something, we use the word 兩, not 二. So unless we're counting like 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 2 is second, like second something, then we use the word 二. But if we're counting 2 of something, then we use 兩. See the difference? So for example, if we're saying 2 o'clock, we do not say 2點, so we do not say 2點鐘, we say 2點鐘. If we're saying 2 months, we say 2個月. But if we're saying February, we do say 2月 because it's the second month. But if we're counting 2 months as in like a quantity of time, then it's 2個月, okay? And 個 is a measure word, 月 is the word for a month. For 2 days, we say 2日, not 2日, okay? 2日. And when we're counting big numbers, because then by counting big numbers, 10 from what we learned, 11 is simply 10 1, so 11, and 12 is 12, 10 2, and it goes on all the way to 19, all the way to 99 until you get to 100. And 100 is 8. We'll learn that in a second. But for 20, we do not say 20. We're not 2 of 10, we say 20. Okay? Never make that mistake, guys. 係20, 唔係20. Okay? 20 is the correct one. But for 200 and 2000, we can go between 200 and 200 because if we're saying 200, we're saying 200 and 200 is 200. So quite often they use interchangeably. And this concept applies for 2千 and 2千, especially when we're talking about money. And so that we can say 2千蚊 $2,000 or 2,000蚊, $2,000. Same thing, okay? Okay, oh, almost forgot. Right, so last thing on the slide is when we talk about pairs, because we learned here something, just for reference, this is just bonus material, is a pair is we can either say 一對 or 一雙. So we can say a pair of hands, like two hands, because your hands go together, and everyone only has a pair. We say 一對手 or 一雙手, 一對手 or 一雙手. What would you call that? 一對手 or 一雙手. Okay, 一 is one, 對 one pair, 雙 or 對手. Hand is 手. Okay. Okie dokie. Next slide. How's everyone doing? Told you I'd pack a lot. The faster you learn, the more I teach. But slow me down. Slow me down. I'd love to slow down. Okay. So almost through, and we're getting bigger and bigger numbers, right? So this is how we count in Chinese for our tens, hundred thousands, and so forth. So the first one is 0, which is ling. We learned in our tones and numbers, right? So ling. 10 is sa. 100 is ba. 1,000 is teen. 10,000 is man. 10,000. I look at this and I'm like, where was it? All right. 100,000. Sapman. 1 million is Batman. 10 million is teen man. And billion is, 100 million is yik. So how Cantonese or how Chinese numbers function is that instead of counting thousands as the incremental number, we go by 10,000. So we go by man more than teen. So in English we count tens, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, and then we don't have thousand, right? Because that's a million. So but in Chinese we would go by 10K instead. So and the simple way to count those places easy, instead of saying 零, 18萬, no one really says that. We say 個 for the singles digit. So we say, like in the title, 個18千萬, 10萬, 8萬, 千萬, 1億. And that's how we count our places very quickly. So this is obviously a very, very intensive concept, am I? How many of us are comfortable with this concept? With counting big numbers? Everyone doing good? Should I test you guys? Okay. I don't know how to test you guys. I can't bring you into the chat now, but show your stuff. Show your stuff and you can type you ping, okay? Or type the Chinese and then tell me that you know. Okay, so let's go to the next slide and see if you can answer, okay, Ed? Hee. Somewhat, Chris? Any questions, guys? Larger numbers are new to you. Big numbers. When you go to places like Japan and Korea where they use really large numbers for small amount of money, this is a lot of, you'll find these numbers very, very easy and also very hard, but you'll find them yourself picking them up very quickly. So, but we'll have our game for that in a bit. So just to see how everyone's like. Okay, so I have a few just to help everyone counting number concepts in the next slide. So let us see how to count these numbers. Click, click, click. So let's look at the first one. How do we say this? 110. Based on our concept. 110, 110. This would be 110. 110. 100, 110. 110. Okay. Easy peasy. Let's look at number 2. Number 2, give me number 2. So number 2 is 101. So how do we say this in Chinese? In Chinese, we say this as 180. 180. So 100, 01. So we still sub the 01 as if like, there was just as if there was like a digit there, because on 零 is to separate that is a singular one in that single digit, wherever it is, in that digit, whichever place it is. So 180is 101 or 101. Let's try the second one. If there was 2 zeros and 1 single. Look at the next example. 1001. So instead of English where we say and, we would use like and one, we would use 零 You guys pick up the pattern. So this one would obviously be ding 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 1001. 1001. 1001. 1001. Look at the next one. I think everyone's starting to understand how Chinese numbers are formed, right? Okay. So next one is 1100. And in Chinese we would say 1100. 1100. 1100. Easy? And don't worry, we'll upload the slides after, in case anyone wants to know. We'll put them on our on our website, okay? So, and some of them will also have recording as well. So I'm sure I'll help everyone. So, 1100 is number 4. I'm going to try number 5, homo. Number 5, or a 1101. 1101, 1101. In Chinese, it would be 1101. 1000, 1000, 100, 01. 零 Let's look at the next one, number 6. 1111. How do we do this one? 1111. 11. So this one's a bit of a tricky one because it's 1111. 1111. So instead of saying 零 we say yes sub yet, because then it's 110.1. We don't just say sub yet 11. So it's not 1100 sub yet. We say 1100 yes sub yet. 係啦. Dean, you got it. 1100 yes sub yet. Okay, 2 more to go. Number 7. Let's look at number 7. Number 7 is 100,000. 100,000. 10101. So we're moving up, right? So 10K, 100,000. Because then there's no thousand spot, right? No thousand. There's no those digits in the thousands. So 0, 0. 100,000. The 101. Easy, hard? Easy. Okay, last one. Last one is 10010. Oh. similar to the one before, but a little bit with the twist. We do yep man ling sup. Because then there's no 100, there's no 1,000, and there's no ones place. There's only a 10 in there. So we can just simply just slide everything over and then just yep man ling sup. 10K, 0, 10. Easy, easy. Let's see if we can put this stuff that we just used in our game a little bit later, okay? And this is, if there's any questions, time to ask them, okay, guys? Any number that you guys want to learn how to say? Mo. Everyone knows this? Okay, move on. Okay, last thing I'm going to teach you for the night. How do you say 7? I just ate a slice of pizza. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. 7 on the screen. Oh, sorry, 7 on the screen. Okay. 7 on the screen is yep man 10K. Like 0. Because then there's no 1,000, right? So we move it to the 10. So yep man ling yep bat ling yep. Yep man ling yep bat ling yep. Life in general. How do we know when to use the 110 and when not to? If you are using it in more than one digit. So if you're just using it in, for example, like just 11, obviously we would skip it, right? Because no one said yes up yet. Very strange. But if you're using it more than, if you're using it more than 2 digits, if you're using it more than, you're using it in 3 digits, so 110, 111, 112, then 110 would be yep bat, yes up. Has 100, 110. If we use it in 111, yep bat, yes up, yep. That's where yes up, yep works. 112, yep bat, yes up, ye. 113, yep bat, yes up, sam. Now, if you use in bigger numbers, so for example, like 511, bat, yes up, yep, that'd be 511. Number 8, repeat number 8. That moment, no problem. Number 8 is yep man ling yes up. So just 10K 0 10. Yep man ling yep sup. Or you can say yep man ling sup. Sorry, it should be yep man ling sup. Yep man ling sup. 都 OK 嘅，一萬零一十同埋一萬零十。一萬零十 is a little bit more fluid. 一萬零十。Okay. Any other questions? 11 because we don't count by. No, there is no. Tassie about there is no 11 because we say. Because we like counting by million more. Like sorry, like technically 個萬字 more 10K. So anytime we get to, like once we hit the 10K point, then we like using the word 10K in everything as much as possible. So always find the 10K mark and then default to 10K. We don't get to say 1100, unfortunately. We don't like counting by the hundreds, but when we count by millions, it's okay. Like subject man. Sound totally normal. Subject team, very awkward. We would say yep man. I mean sorry, man yep man yep yeah man yep 咯。一萬一百咁樣咯，sorry 11000係咯，自己講到頭暈添頭先。Yeah, so for all the other numbers, no, but when you get to the millions, quote millions, as in like 個萬字咧 10K point, then we can start using stuff like that. Any other questions? 冇啊 teach 埋個 last slide 㗎啦，跟住就玩遊戲㗎啦。I'm gonna play the game after last slide, okay? No? Okay. Okay, so next slide. Very last slide, and you're welcome. I like it when you guys put emojis. Put more emojis in live chat. It's cute. Okay, so last slide is auction terms and money, because in the game it's going to be something related. So to say money, dollar in colloquial Cantonese, okay, colloquial, huh? Okay, colloquial, not written, colloquial is man. Man, and we use this word the most, the very, very most. Man. So, yep, bat man, $100. Yep, teen man, $1,000. Now, to actually describe money, like the word for money is teen. So if I ask you, 幾多錢? How much is it? Or how much money? How much is it? How much money? Okay? 幾多錢? How much money? Now, some of the most popular currency, obviously, is the US dollar. 美金. 美金, because 美國 is America, and gold is 金. So 美金. HKD, if anyone's traveling to Hong Kong, we have any Hong Kong people in here. 港幣. 港幣. Okay, Hong Kong dollars. And for anyone who is in the UK, GBP, the Great British Pound, 英鎊, 英鎊, okay, 英鎊, bong means pound. Really interesting ways. Not always just about man. You know, there's also 幣啦, 金啦, 鎊啦 to describe money as well. So this is all I have for lesson today. 係啊，1蚊一隻雞啊。1蚊一斤龜添啊。So now it is game time. And to play this game, so I want everyone to actually move to the gather space if you can. I strongly recommend it. There's 20 of us, so as long as no one else goes with us, then we can all fit inside the gather and we don't have to do anything else. This is great, guys. This is excellent. So how are we going to gather? Can we drop the link for the gather, please, in the live chat so everyone can click it? Oh my God, one person just left. Did I just say that? I didn't mean to chase them away. I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding. Okay, 要走嘅都要走嘅，係咪？希望佢快啲返嚟啦。Hope they come back soon. So the gather space is open today. What you guys are going to do is click on this link that will be shared into the live chat momentarily. And woo, okay. So the password is boot, lowercase, camp, uppercase, 1, 2, 3, exclamation mark. Is the link in the live chat yet, by the way? Oh, hi, I forgot about the lag. Sorry, huh? Don't see it yet? Not yet? Okay. I think it takes some time. Give me 1 second. I think it... Let me see if I can drop the link also in the SCT Discord, learn Canto as well, huh? Okay, tag student. I'm not sure who's in here, but bowling. Okay, 有啦. Okay, 好啦. So also forgot to mention, we will be broadcasting the gather into YouTube Live. So keep your cams off unless you guys want to show your face onto YouTube Live. If you don't want to talk, that's totally okay. But if you do want to talk, the game is a little bit of speaking. Yes, password is boot, lowercase, camp, uppercase, 1, 2, 3, exclamation mark. Yes, yes, please do. And then when you go in, you can set up your avatar. You can gan how these sound like, you can choose your clothes, set your name. Try not to put like, you know, try not to take too long, because then we have a game to play. Questions to answer. You know. To answer. Ooh, people are in here already. Oh, I forgot I'm muted. Okay, so, okay, this is where can I talk in both? All right. Okay, I'm going to disconnect here, right? Or do I stay in both? Okay, hold on. Okay, bye. Hi, everyone. Can everyone hear me?
No.
Yay! Don't you think this is so cute, guys?
Yeah. Hello.
Right? And then did you guys look at the game and everything? There's games, there's like I think we put Codename, and you can play Scribble, and there's also piano. We can play piano there too. And there's poker, because then what is a Chinese restaurant without a little bit gambling? Because then low-key sad there's no mahjong in this gather. But if I was to call the shots, I would totally have gather mahjong. Ha ha ha. Okay, so it's awesome. So obviously not everyone is there, but let me show my screen so everyone can see what we are going to play. Có dấu hay. Okay, let me share. Make no. Percent. Okay. Can everyone see my screen? No? Can you guys see my screen? No one answering me? See my screen?
No.
No?
Screen Thái còn screen. My X.
Hear me? Em thấy點解你睇唔到嘅咧? I should be spotlighted. Give me 1 second. How about now? Okay. Let me, you know what? Maybe I have to switch browsers. It's doing that thing again. 1 second. Hopefully, huh? One.
Hello.
Ooh. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Okay. 3 times the charm. Okay. Is everyone still, can people see my screen? Yeah, that may,
Title screen.
hopefully.
Okay, you got that.
Is this working now, guys?
Title.
Yeah, I can see.
睇到啦。
睇到啦。你聽唔聽到啊？
Can you hear me?
聽到。
Okay. Can everyone hear me?
聽到。
聽到。
Yes.
聽到。
Okay, I see a yes. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so we are going to play a game. This is a very simple game. I just want to bring you guys into our Subtle Cantonese Learning auction house, and we are going to pretend that we are in a Pat My Woy. So Pat My Woy 係乜嘢呢? So is when you have something very expensive, or it could be very cheap. depends on whatever it is. And we bid on the price. So what I have is I have some really cute, really well picked Chinese artifacts that have actually been taken from auction house sites. And we are going to play a game where we have to, oh, give me 1 second. Okay. How do I separate it? Okay, sorry, technical difficulty, guys. Okay, so that I didn't want to see both. I mean, sorry, I wanted to see both. Okay, so anyways, so the game is very simple. All you guys have to do is just simply press 6 to raise your hand. So your hand emoji goes up, and we will spotlight you so you can say the amount that you, quote, wish to bid on. So the goal is to actually get the closest number to the actual selling price of what the item was that was auctioned. And if you guys do not want to say anything, you guys are welcome to put up your hand and type in the number, preferably in some kind of Chinese Yupeng or ghetto Yupeng. I'm totally okay with that. And put in the chat, okay? And we'll can as well. But if you want to talk, you can talk, but just let you know that it will be on YouTube Live, okay? So if you don't want your voice up there, maintain some privacy. Still spotlight, our TA will spotlight you so we can check the chat, okay? And chat is to your left. And I'm sure everyone during my technical difficulty time had a little time to run around, right? So grab a seat around the table, find a chair, okay? Sit down, sit down, sit down. Okay? Thank you. Okay, so let's go. So the very first one is a rare blue and white pavilion dish marked in the period of Kangxi. So Hong He, which is the longest reigning emperor, actually, I think in all of China history, and he is in the Qing dynasty, and Qing dynasty is known especially for their blue and white porcelain. So this is a very exquisite, very beautiful dish, and it's specifically called Ting Fa Hoi. Oh, okay, Ting Fa Hoi. Team Sao To. Team Sao To. Porn. And this is Dai Qing Hong Hai Lin Zai. So it's very beautiful. It is a house in an ocean, and you see this is actually, okay, put my art history cap on. This is actually very influenced by Western art already, because you see that the art background is, it fills a whole circle. And if you look at Chinese, like Chinese doesn't paint from corner to corner of the whole canvas or the whole piece of paper. It paints this landscape by just showing like the depth, by just showing a little bit, right? But in this one, you see it painted in the entire thing in like a very solid background. Then you see that this is, you know, some Western influences have already begun to show in this Qing dynasty. And very beautifully created dish. So let's get started. This was estimated to be 3,500 英镑 GBP, but obviously it's a little bit more. So what's our first guess? What do you think this was in the end auctioned for? 大家估下好冇? Any $1 million guess? Let's see. Can't get audio working on this. Don't worry, Brianna's helping. Try mute and unmute. It might also be your, you have to use PC because it works best on PC. Put your hand up, put your hand up. Good, go six. So, that got that. How much this is worth? Wild guesses are encouraged. Ellen, okay. Okay, you can say something, Alan.
Hi, can you hear me?
What's your guess? How much do you want to bid?
兩晚
聽唔到。
聽唔到。
Your mic isn't working. I see you flashing green, but I can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, wait, it works now. My thing was on mute. Sorry.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. What's your number?
兩晚英金no
唔係英金，係英鎊。
英鎊。
英鎊。Everyone， 大家覺得高啲定低啲？ Do you think it's higher or lower? I think we should go a little higher， 再高少少好冇？聽下第二個。Okay. Try again after I try Dean. Okay. Dean more than 2萬英鎊。
我要高啲嘅話咧，咁我就88,888。
哦，咁就少啲，少過8萬幾英鎊，少啲，少啲。仲有冇人其他人想試下？ Okay, back to Alan. Put your hand up, guys. To put your hand up, put 6, okay? 撳個6字. Just press 6 on your keyboard, or you can right click and then you can also raise your hand on the little emoji on the bottom of your screen with this. See where I'm doing it here? Oh, okay. Okay, 參個新人啦 okay. Okay.
不如試下五千英鎊啊
5000，人哋一開頭已經2萬英鎊咯喎，2萬至8萬
，5萬啊，唔好意思
，5萬，哦，OK， 係5萬英鎊，but not exactly 5萬英鎊。Does anyone want to see if they can touch a little bit？ 睇下 what the exact number is， 5萬英鎊。
449,999。
哦，咁啊多啲，
多啲啊！
我嘅多過5萬。
多過5萬，冇錯啦，多過5萬 ，more than 5萬。
5萬5啊
？5萬5，少過5萬5。
53000，
少過53000，
仲少啊
？52000啊
？52000，52000幾啊？你哋講得出
？52500。
哦，多少少，再多少少。
52558。
多少少。
哎呀
5萬，我唔記得咗頭先幾多錢。
55550係嘛
？55600。
少啲，55600少啲。頭先我講52000幾啫嘛。
52000幾。Okay.
Brad, do you want to say something? Put your hand up, press the 6, and I can spotlight you if you stay still. And then press 6 on your keyboard or press the spotlight, like with the. Did Red want to say something? Because I see them running around. If you press 6 and you put your hand up, and then I can spotlight you. Okay. Okay. 5萬 OK， 我呢個第一個 round 啫，我開個估俾大家 OK。呢個係5萬，呢隻碟咧係52920英鎊嘅。Someone tell me what that is in English。
再講一次。
52920英鎊。
52,920 British pounds.
Yes, very good. Okay, let's look at the next one. Homo, awesome. Everyone join in, okay? I chose this one. I really like it because I like goldfish.
Wow.
This is a goldfish jade box, so you can take it apart. It's actually a box, a little goldfish box. So this one in HKD, okay? So the numbers are going to be a little wild, okay? Hong Kong dollar. 港幣 OK， 港幣係 Hong Kong dollar OK。OK， so 開價咧，幾多啊？數下先，個10、8000、8萬港紙開頭，不過當然係 再多啲啦。So who wants to start off?
我開價啦咁，
哇，
20萬啊，
咁有錢，
我俾個火箭你，你繼續答啦。
Hello，
Take a rocket ship.
即係話高好多啦。
嗯哼，
OK，咁100萬，
俾多個飛機你。
哇，黐線嘅，
1億
咁我俾架飛機你啫，咪俾個火炮你。
200萬
冇200萬，
，OK，
冇200萬
冇
，OK，
200萬。
150萬，
再高少少，再高啲，
160萬，
再高啲，
170萬，
再高啲。
再高啲，
190萬，
咁啊高過頭少少，再少翻少少就 OK 㗎啦。A little bit less. Everyone else, type in the number if you guys don't want to talk on the YouTube. Type in the number in the chat. Just put up your hand and then type in the chat what you guys think this number is. How much you guys think this jade goldfish box was sold for? Guys are so close. 190幾萬，睇下個 chat 先有冇人講嘢。冇人 ，OK。
195萬咯
190萬講咗，唔係夠，
，95萬，
少啲，少過190萬。
188萬，
哇 ，just a little bit less， 再少
哎
少。
呀，187萬8850，
其實最 close 係你咯，
哇
187萬5000元港幣。
哇
Can someone tell me what it is in English? That number? 187萬5000元港幣。Not any of these three boys. Someone type it for me in the chat if they can catch it. Mike, where are the Kyles? Kyles, did you catch it? 187萬5000元港幣。187萬。187 man, which is 10K. 5,000.
I would just say like 1.875 million.
Let's take a look. Ding, 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 ding.
Yep.
啱唔啱啊？
啱啊！
呢條魚仔啊，係咪187萬5000蚊啊 ？Someone buy it for me, okay? I want this one. I was like, 唔使加學費啦，係咪？
我寧願買屋啦。
No, I'm kidding. Okay, play another round. So this is a really cool artifact that I found, and I chose it because not only is it zodiac animals, but this is from the Qing Dynasty. And if you look closely, every single the zodiac animals, they're like cartoon characters. They're wearing clothes. So each one is like the bowl has 6 sides, 有6面嘅 6 sides, and each box has 2 zodiac animals. This placed together. So this one is the rabbit and the tiger, and this one is the dog and the pig. Cool, right? And this is made out of bone jade. So I don't really know what bone jade is, but I assume it's like not jadeite, so it's like older jade, maybe like the older style jade, not jadeite because it's 2 different types. There's a lot of types of jade though. It is an art. Jade is an art. Okay, so starting price. Okay, so 幾多個零啊？1、2、3、4、5個10、8、千、萬、6萬。跟住個10、8、千、萬、8萬。So 呢個就係個 range 啦。But then 俾個火大家 ，everyone can take a rocket ship. Let's see where you guys land. Any $1 million guesses?
咁海價100萬先咯。
100萬，開價100萬，繼續上啦，俾2架飛機你啦。
300萬。
300萬，你講得咁斯文嘅，你有冇300萬？
冇啊。
呢個係唔係300萬，再低好多。誒，
哦，
未夠300萬，有排都未夠。Not there for a while。
200萬呢
200萬都未到。Should I start choosing random people? Is everyone looking at the chat right now? Okay. Michael, how much do you think this bowl was auctioned for? Oops, got it small. You don't have to speak. You don't have to raise your hand in spotlight, but type in the chat. Here. Well, maybe he's not looking at the screen. How could he? But maybe he just has a tab open so he can help us get views. I'm thankful for that too. Okay. So let's not let this sit down. Okay, so 3、2、1，俾多個 number. Oh, give me another number.
180萬。
低啲，呢個冇條魚咁貴。This is not as expensive as the fish actually.
OK，即係少過180萬，但係多過100萬。
冇錯啦。
OK。
More than 100萬 ，less than 100。
130萬咯。
30萬，多啲 more。
仲多啲啊？
咁140咯，140萬。
再多啲。More， 多啲 is more。
145萬。
145萬，再多啲 ，a little bit more。
150萬。
爽，但係再多啲。
爽啊！148萬。
唔係
多啲喎，頭先佢呢150萬啦，你講148萬。
多啲啊！
哎呀，
係啊
，152。
再加多啲。
155萬。
多啲，再加多啲。
158。
再加多啲。
160萬。
再加多啲。
再加多啲。
俾多一個 guess, one more guess. You guys are pretty close. So one more guess and see if anyone gets it.
161萬。
162萬。
哇！
爭少
5000蚊。
少喎。
爭少少。
少少咋你哋 just a little bit. Okay. 玩多鋪咋嚇 Okay, one more. Okay. Now, strongly ask everyone else, encourage everyone. Just say it. Say it. 唔使驚佢哋3個㗎。Okay, so this one is a Tang Dynasty camel. And you might see these actually a lot because they're quite common, but this one I chose. And then I guess this is the most recently Austrian camel. And camel in Chinese is Lok Ta. Lok Ta. Tang Dynasty is Tong too. So very cool. You can see the teeth and everything. Very, very very lively. So, and again, 18千萬8萬至到120萬 the estimate price 起價啦. So that's just what they estimate. But then of course the lot sells for more. So let's see what you guys think this one. This everything before was Tang Dynasty and this is Tang Dynasty. So this is 2 dynasties prior. So let's guess. 開價啦. Let's start. Oh, and this is in British pounds. 英鎊.
Oh.
Just to give everyone a little bit more educated guess.
30萬英鎊。
30萬英鎊. 繼續啦. Continue, 繼續啦.
60萬英鎊。
其實你都好準喎，今次，但係爭少少，爭啲啲 little bit， 爭啲啲。哇！俾多睇下有冇人可唔可以估到
？61萬咯。
有 one more guess after this one， 唔係61萬，再多少少。A little bit more than 61. Is that your final guess? 64萬. Case that咧係66萬. Just a little bit. So this is 66. 66,800,400 英鎊. How do you say this number in English? Someone tell the class. The crows. Someone tell the class. How do you say this number in English? This is last round of the night. You guys are so funny. Okay, so 68. So 668400. 6866. Okay, man. 6610K, right? 8,400 英鎊 GBP. So you guys are getting better at this guessing game and better at telling, what titi and siu and加多啲, add more means. So a lot of bonus thing. I hope everyone had fun. This is the booster class I have for today. And just to add some ending notes, if anyone wants homework, practice the tones, practice a number song, the live stream, and I think I'll find a place to upload the slides. So stay tuned on our website for when the slides pop up. And join our booster classes next week. $40 for 2 classes until August 19th. After that, then it's $50 for those 2 booster classes. And the boot camp will be $288 for 8 weeks of class, 1.5 hours for each lesson. We're going to be going over a lot of stuff. And if you have any questions, shoot me up, stay around, stick around. I'll still be here. And just as usual, get messy, make mistakes, and then just simply enjoy learning Cantonese. And that's all I have for everyone today. Hope you guys liked it. I'm very happy that you guys all came along, and I hope you guys like this gather. Does everyone think this gather thing is cool, or is it just me?
Oh,
I don't know. Type wherever. Type whether in the live chat, type in on YouTube, or type in the gather chat itself. I'll still read it. Is there any questions? Anyone that has questions? You guys can also come up to me as well and talk to me. If you guys want to just talk avatar to avatar, that's also welcome as well. You probably can't hear my. Oh, it's because you've not been spotlighted. You have to either come up to me or you have to raise your hand to be spotlighted. Once the game is done, that's why. Cool. You think it's cool? Yes, I'm so glad. I'm going to pass it along to the TA that suggested it, and she'll be so happy. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. It's all right. It's a little buggy. Yeah, it was giving me a little bit issue too, but I think it's because then I forgot to switch my browser to Chrome. So it was giving me a little bit issue because I forgot to sign into my Google account on Firefox. But you can also sign in when you sign up for our account. When you sign up for the booster and the bootcamp, so that we can put your email to our gather class as well. Is there always this much content per class? Do you want to hear the yes or the no answer? So there is a lot of content in the booster classes, because then I can't talk to people because it's live stream, right? So I can't go over things with people. But in the booster classes where we have a class and it's in this platform, then we can actually talk, and I can hear you guys and I can help fix everyone's stuff. So give or take, it might be more or less. But I have a lot more material prepared for the bootcamp. So be prepared. It's a cute app, but finicky with the audio for me. I'm sorry about this, Heidi. But we will try to help you no matter what, whenever like stuff like that happens, okay? Are you connecting from PC or from mobile? Got a little bit echoey, but it's fine now. I'm glad it's working okay for you, Link. Okay, any questions? Any questions for Gather or for the bootcamp or for the booster or about anything? Anything SCL related? PC, it works now, but I'm hoping next time if I join, it will be seamless. Yes, I hope so too. AKA join our bootcamp and our booster. Wink, wink. Okay. Mo, anything else? Let's fong fan. Let's go for food. My cold pizza is waiting. If there's anything that I left out, just simply shoot us an email at hello@subtlecantoneselearning.com and we will reply. If you guys are on the SCT Discord, say hi to me anytime in the channels. And yeah, I'll see you around, guys. Oh, yes, and don't forget to use the discount code when you guys sign up. It is FAIDILA, okay? FAIDILA. FAIDILA, okay? Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. But the you or not? No, just put it as is. Just a 5D la. We keep it simple for you guys. You are welcome, Heidi. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You're welcome to you too, Link. Okie dokie. So let's call it a night, and we are going to clear out of this. So I'm just gonna shut down this space in a few minutes. But when I reboot it, you guys are welcome. Actually, we can. The team can just leave as well. So we'll stop live streaming now. And if you guys want to stick around and play with this, we will leave it up. We won't change the password, so you guys can all access it. Okay. Okie dokie. Oreha Tigina, or see you around next time. Bye bye. And thank you to the YouTube friends for watching. Bye bye.